Hey guys, CommodorePET here, and welcome back to another video on my channel. And today, I just want to say that I'm unbanned off of Jartex. You know, I wasn't using Velocity, so yeah, I'm unbanned now. Staff did unban me, which is great. So pretty much, I just want to say that I've been getting basically 1,000 kills or some odd. I don't know if I'm gonna go for a leaderboard spot, because it's 6k kills. That's a lot of kills, you know. That's a lot of hours to get 6,000 kills. I was gonna eat, but this guy doesn't want to let me. 6,000 kills, that's a lot, you know. And this guy just doesn't want to take a lot of knockback. Well, he's at 21 ping, so that kind of makes sense. But pretty much, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna go for leaderboards. As you can see, I'm at 1,186, and the leaderboards is 6,651, so that's kind of insane. But I do have a 20 KD, and wow, those fireworks are loud. Pretty much I counted it at a 20.4 KD or something like that, which is pretty good. I wasn't even really going for that in the first place. I was just having fun killing a bunch of people, but the server is pretty easy. I was thinking of making a video or whatever, on Pika Network as well, because Pika Network is Jartex's sister server. It's pretty much identically built, but it's just a different network with different maps for Skywars, for example, and stuff like that. This guy does not know how to swing his sword, so he's kind of dead. But you know, I was thinking of doing some Jartex practice videos, you know, because this is really the only Java server I've been enjoying recently. You know, I've been playing a lot of Bedrock. You saw the past videos, and I've been really enjoying Bedrock, and this is really one of the only Java servers I've been enjoying, because Hypixel has kind of gotten boring a little bit. So pretty much it's just been Jartex and Pika Network I've been really enjoying right now, and a little bit of Lunar and My Man Club here and there. But this guy needs to stop running. Okay, also, if you're gonna play on Jartex or Pika Network, okay, in Build UHC, if you want to win, you use your lavas, okay? Because lava is broken. You know, usually when you place a water bucket, you can, the lava turns into, obsidian and cobblestone and stuff. Yeah, that doesn't happen. It's just, the lava doesn't turn into anything, and this guy just loves to run. I don't know. This is not a good strategy. I should make a video talking about strategies for Build UHC. I was gonna do that, months ago. Things not to do in Build UHC, but yet, you know, I didn't make it. So I'm thinking that, you know, Jartex is a perfect example, you know, of what not to do, because a lot of the players seem to have a 0 IQ. You know, they have no clue what they're doing in Build UHC, or no debuff for the most part. They usually just sit there and no debuff and splash I hit them twice and they splash a whole row of potions. One instant health 2 does 4 hearts, and they just don't know that. So I think, you know, making a video talking about stuff like that would be actually really good, because, you know, I kind of hate bullying these players. Look at this guy. He's just immediately started running, doesn't know how to swing his sword, and he's gonna end up dying. He's not gonna pot right now. Yeah. See, these are the type of players I want to help, you know? I want to help these players become better at the game, because I want to see everybody succeed, you know? And even though I get hackusated a ton of times, you know, I still want to see these people realize that I am not hacking, and realize that, hey, you know, maybe they should just, you know, focus on getting better at the game instead of hackusating. You know, I kind of was one of these people back in 2013, 2014, when I was just starting out, just a little bit of PvP. I wasn't even a PvPer back then. I was mostly, survival person, but doing, Skywars and stuff. I would essentially start, hackusating everybody who beat me, or anybody who got, more than, a 2 or 3 hit. Now, back then, you know, there was, you had to double tap W and stuff like that to sprint, so, PvP has completely changed since that point, because back then, it was a lot of walking PvP, because there was no sprint button. So if you get hit, you know, your sprint would stop, and you'd have to, basically start, double tapping W to sprint again. And, you know, if you're getting hit in the back, it was impossible to start sprinting again, so you'd just die. You'd have to, hit them away and then try to sprint again, because it was impossible. But now, since we got sprint buttons and toggle sprint and all that sort of stuff that's, you know, available, pretty much it's just, you know, it's just PvP has changed a lot, and it's a lot easier to move, and you can just have overall better movement, and just be overall a better player than I was back in 2013 to 2015, you know. Another thing I always used to say is that if you start PvP now, you'll be better way faster than it took me to be good at the game. You know, when I was learning PvP, things were, coming out. We started learning things as they were going. So, essentially, when I started PvP, rods weren't a thing. When I started PvP, you know, flint and steels weren't a thing, lava wasn't a thing, build UHC didn't exist. And this person looks like he's a good player because of the way he's moving. But we'll see exactly if that's true here. He is at 81 ping, so he does have a little bit better ping than me, but I am getting a good amount of hits. No, he hit me off that. See what I mean about getting hit off pots on Jartex? It's so easy. Nope, we got a nice combo right there. I'll give him that. I was going to continue my topic, but, you know, this guy, he pretty much, you know, he's a good player, so I have to actually focus now. But what was I saying before? I was basically saying that pretty much my, oh my god, he hit me off that second pot. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to talk. I got to focus. Let me focus on this fight, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I got to focus. Okay? This person knows what they're doing. Let me focus. Let me focus, okay? Okay, well, that didn't go very well. Alright, so what was I saying before? Oh yeah, like, basically, it took me a while to get good at the game, and pretty much what ends up happening is, you know, when you learn PvP now, it's a lot easier than, pretty much, like, when I was learning it, because when we learned it, you know, things were coming out, like, rods didn't exist, lava didn't exist, all that sort of stuff, and you're still purling at me. But now, everything's been found out for PvP, you know, W taps have been found out, everything. So, essentially, you know, you have the advantage when you're starting PvP nowadays. And, you know, you basically can just run around and, you know, basically know everything off the start. Everybody's using the strategies, you can view everybody who's using the strategies. It's a lot easier to learn PvP now, and that's why, you know, there's some people who've been playing for just a couple of months that are close to my skill level or at my skill level, even though I've been playing for a couple of years. So you have to really make sure that when you're learning PvP, though, that you're learning the strategies the correct way. Because when I was learning W taps, for example, I was doing this. I was just kept tapping W, and that's not the way to do it, but that's how I saw a lot of people doing it, and those people were not that good at W tapping either. So pretty much make sure you're looking at the people who really know what they're doing, you know, look at the people who really actually know the strategies and all that, and this guy just gets like a really good hits. Can I drink speed? You gonna let me? No, you're gonna hit me, aren't you? Yeah, okay, buddy. But like, pretty much make sure you're learning, all like the strategies from really good players, because you want to make sure that, you don't basically learn something wrong like I did, like W tapping for like 2 years or so. This person's kind of hard to combo. Are you gonna let me eat? This guy does not want to let me eat. He probably has, like, no food left, because he hasn't done anything. Like, come on, buddy. Like, buddy. There we go. Okay, he's dead. But, you know, just always try to, you know, make sure you're learning from the best, and make sure you, practice a lot, you know, if you're trying to be good at PvP. You know, I should make a video talking about that. You know, I'm gonna save the rest of that topic for, like, a whole video and stuff. But, like, also, one thing to mention is that no matter how good at PvP you are, you will always lose. You can see, like, 2 matches ago, I lost to a guy who, you know, if I was at the same ping, I probably could have beaten, and if I was focusing, but anyways, it doesn't matter. You could lose to somebody who's just not even that good at the game. They just get a really good combo and you die. You know, that happens a lot, and to not be discouraged by it. You know, a lot of people get super mad when they lose, and that's just something that's going to cause you to lose even more. So the best thing to do is to just, you know, keep a level head, right? You know, make sure you're not getting super mad when you lose. You know, it doesn't matter how bad you think the player is or if they got a lucky combo, you know. You're versing this one person today, and probably tomorrow you'll never see them again, right? So it really doesn't even matter. Or if you are versing them over and over again, eventually you might learn how they PvP and learn how to beat them, like what happens when I verse a lot of people over and over again. Especially on Jartex, there's a lot of people that were beating me at the beginning, but now I beat them every time because I learn how they fight, and I learn exactly how their movement is. You know, so, like, it basically, like, you know how, like, if you get, like, mad, you play worse and stuff like that? That's true with every game, and Minecraft is no exception, so try to keep a level head. And try not to get discouraged when you do lose a match, especially if you're on, like, say, like a high kill streak like me, or you're or just high kill stats, for example. Like, I have a 20 KD. You know, if you're trying to go for a leaderboard spot or something like that, you might think, oh, I lost, it's the worst thing ever. Or you're trying to go for a high leaderboard or a high kill streak. You know, I lost, oh no, there goes my kill streak, right? Like, on Jartex, I was at like a 300 some odd kill streak, and then I lost it to a person who was a good player. And then I was like, you know, a lot of people would be mad, you know, that you lost that kill streak, but for me, I was like, oh, whatever, I'll just get another 300 kill streak somewhere down the line. So, you know, I didn't really have, like, a topic going into this, but it kind of turned into a topic about Minecraft PvP, you know, like, how to get better, how to, you know, stay level-headed, and, you know, the worst thing you can do is just get mad whenever you lose. You know, spam L's with the person, or, you know, just curse them out or something like that. Like, that's the worst thing you can do, because you're just gonna play worse because you're getting mad, and you're making yourself even more mad. And most of the times, the players will sort of, like, feed on that, and that guy just gave up. The players will basically just, like, make you even more mad by saying something back to you, right? And that's something you want to avoid, especially if you're trying to get better at the game. Because no matter how good you think you are, there's always somebody better than you. You know, like, if I was to go on Lunar right now, you know, even though I win about, I would say, 80% of my matches, 20% I lose to players that are either better or I just quick drop or something like that. And you know, you have to try to not get super mad about that, you know, if you're learning how to do PvP, because you're gonna lose no matter what it is, no matter what game mode you're playing. Whether it's like, you know, you're playing practice, no debuff, build UHC, you're doing Sky Wars, Bed Wars, you're gonna lose, and it's gonna happen eventually. So always try to keep that level head. If you're trying to do better on Jartex, you know, if you are a new player, you know, a lot of the players on Jartex are pretty new players. Like, you know, they don't really actually have Minecraft, they got cracked Minecraft. Now, I started off with cracked Minecraft, back, like, in Minecraft 1.4 days or whatever, before I got, actual Minecraft, but pretty much, you know, that's when I was starting, and I didn't really know how to PvP, and I was just learning a bunch of stuff with the game and all that, and I think that's where a lot of these players are at right now. This guy is one of the new players. He doesn't know how to swing his sword. Like, he's pretty much thinking that if he just keeps running and healing, he's going to survive, and this is just not a strategy. Like, he just doesn't know any better. Because you'd think that, how do I survive against a player? I'm just going to keep running, but in case of Minecraft PvP, that's not how you're going to win, or, you know, even survive, because what's going to happen is I'm just going to get him lower and lower and lower in health, and he's just going to keep purling, and eventually he's going to die like he just did right there. So, you know, just a lot of things that if you're trying to learn PvP that you should learn, and I'm probably going to make a whole in-depth video talking about that, you know, things to help you get better at PvP. And I'm reversing this guy, reversing no debuff in build UHC. I do have 100 MS rods, but this guy also does 100 MS rods, and 100 MS rods are like my weakness. Like, I'm terrible with it. Like, I hit more with 200 MS rods than I do with 100 MS. It's weird. But, anyways, this guy, he was doing pretty well in no debuff, but in build he seems to be struggling a little bit. But we'll see what happens here. I need like one nice rod, and essentially that could be game over. There we go. GG's, buddy. Anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video of me on Jartex. I'm finally unbanned, so expect some more Sky Wars and practice content. And I will see you all in the next video. Oh, wait. One more thing. Okay, there's a channel link in the description to my mobile games channel. If you like Call of Duty Mobile, that's what I'm uploading on that channel. So, subscribe to that and this channel. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye, and have a great day.